Celebrated 18 years of sobriety in January 17th. So I don't know, my testimony, I don't know how long this could be. So just kind of backstory, a little bit. I was born addicted to heroin. My biological mother was a heroin addict. And then when I was 3 months old, they took beer and whiskey and mixed it with my formula. I was sexually molested from the time I was 6 years old up until I was 10 or 11, when I got kicked out at 11. We endured a lot of pain growing up. I had my jaw broke 3 different times by the time I was 5 years old for fighting grown men like a grown man. And so in my family, we drank when it was a good day. We drank when it was a bad day. I started going to juvie and when I was 12, and I always fought with them because I didn't want to go back home because I knew what was home. I had a biological mother who was an alcoholic, who was a drug addict, and she would take us and drop us off at whoever's house would take us, and then she'd tell us she'd be back in a couple days, couple years, couple months, whenever. And we always ended up, my grandmother coming to pick us up and taking us and keeping us and so forth and so on. So when I started going to the penitentiary, I went the first time. I was 17. I was going in for a manslaughter charge, and in my family, it was like a badge. Like, you get out of prison, oh, hey, how you doing? Here's a sack of dope. Go do what we do. And so that's what we did. So I have been on the streets since I was 11 years old. My biological mom kicked me out when I was 11, and I've been doing life on life's terms since I was 11. So I drank, I did drugs, I had kids. I didn't raise any of my girls. Thank God, today my kids have been in my life since my sobriety. My girls have been in my life. I have grandbabies that don't know me drunk, that don't know me using, that actually know me to be able to show up. We were just having a conversation about God, and the last time I was in the penitentiary, I was in Colorado. And, just a couple backstories. I do have, I've been shot 6 times. The last time I came out of a body bag, and they had my toe tagged. And I used to run around with the toe tag in my rear view mirror, and they couldn't get me. What makes you think you can? That's the kind of mentality that I had. And so this last time, I'm a 13-time convicted felon. This last time that I went to jail or prison, or was fixing to go to prison, I was in Colorado. And, I was I knew there had to be a different way of life. I just didn't know how to go about getting that different way of life. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in your heart that there's got to be something more than what you've been doing or how you've been living. There's got to be something more. And, I had a hard time with the God concept because I didn't believe that, this all-powerful, mighty being entity, could allow such things to happen that happened to me and my siblings growing up. And I tell people, most people could not walk a mile on my best day out there. Like, they'd be dead. Mm-hmm. I've endured some things, gone through some things. And, and I believe today that I've gone through the things that I've gone through because I can help women, and there's not really a lot that they could tell me that I don't understand. I understand it. The abuse, the neglect, the incest inside and outside of your home, jaws broken, bones broken. My people used to go out and get drunk and buy new guns, and they'd come home and wake us kids up and start shooting at us, and we were their target practice. So, it just got rough. And so I lived what I lived because it's what I knew. And the last time I went to jail, I was like, there's gotta be something different. Like, it's gotta be, I can't just live like this the rest of my life. And what I knew to be fact was I was going to either die in a penitentiary or I was going to die in the street. And those two things I knew to be fact.